So, hey guys, my name is Tate Welling. I am working with the design team on the Awakening Project, and I am what I do for a living for my day to day is I am the college pastor at Georgia College Wesley Foundation. It's in Milledgeville, Georgia. More than likely, you guys have never heard of that area. It's not a booming metropolis by any means, but it is a place where I believe God is doing awesome things. And I'm going to be just asking a few questions to David Thomas, who's with me in this recording as well. So, David, why don't you take a second to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm David Thomas. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. My wife, Karen. We have 3 kids, Luke, JP, Mary, Esther. 2 of those guys are college age, 1 in high school. I work with an initiative of Asbury Theological Seminary called Seedbed New Room, which gathers, connects, and resources people to sow for a great awakening. I'm a pastor, and I'm really thrilled to be a part of Awakening Project. Looking forward to it very much.
Awesome. Well, David, we'll just start out right out the gates. Probably the question that will be the most helpful for us is, what is Awakening Project?
Yep, fair question. And all of you coming, thank you so much for just jumping in and taking a risk on it, because I'm sure you're thinking, okay, what is it I'm coming to? What is this? Awakening Project, in many ways, is an opportunity to build a new community of friendships, of college students who have a heart for real Christianity and its perfect, beautiful, full expression in this day, in your generation. And we'll be coming together, college students, campus ministry leaders, and some resource people. We're just going to all get in a room and spend 4 days together exploring and teaching, praying, worshiping, and experiencing some living history stories, all to just kind of move around in this idea of awakening, what that could look like in our lives, in our world of relationships, on our campuses, and in this generation. And our hope is that we'll learn a lot, and that God will meet us, and that we will form some friendships around this common hope that will be a great place for idea exchange and a lot of sharpening of leadership skills from different campuses around the country, but also friendships that we hope maybe could even go into our futures, regardless of whatever career path God may lead us to, that we could share in these and grow in this together over time. So it's going to be, we call it a project because it is that. It's not a seminar. It's not a conference. You're not coming to a class just to take notes and take an exam. This is a project. We're going to all roll up our sleeves and learn from each other and dig into something we believe God is calling us to. There's a lot of possibility.
Good. Yeah. I know as we've been planning and prepping with the design team, that's been one big thing is we're hopeful for, is that there'll be some type of community that's formed even amongst these college students, even if they're on different campuses.
Yeah.
That as they move forward, that they have people that they can dialogue with, that they can pray with, that they can dream with. Certainly knowing that when you're going after something like praying for a great awakening, that's something that if you can do that with people, obviously that's going to be it's easier to persevere with people. So with that being said, so even that phrase great awakening, what do we mean when we say great awakening? What do we mean when we say revival? Are those two things the same thing, or?
Yep. Great question. And of course, that's stuff we're going to dig into, and we're kind of hoping everybody can wrestle through to kind of their own language around what these things mean. But as a starting point, I think we would say that, revivals occur in history as great times when there is sort of a fresh surge of evangelism. People are meeting Jesus. They're starting to walk in a relationship with him. And that happens in sort of in a concentrated way that just has real impact, in a location or on a campus. What we mean by awakening is that multiplying and extending for a season of time, to the point that there is this overflow of the vitality of real Christianity that leads to deep wholeness in people, the renewal of the church, the evangelization of a generation. That means loads of people are beginning to encounter Jesus, and that flows over into the transformation of society, which sounds like kind of some sort of ivory tower dream. But this is what we're going to talk about at the Awakening Project, is that this has happened in beautiful episodes of history, real history, that we will actually be on site and see some places where this story can be told as it happened in these places, that that can encourage us and challenge us to say, okay, if this has happened, then why not again? And why not now? And why not me? Why not my campus, my city? There just have been those times when the Christian movement has been restored to its New Testament essence, free of all the baggage, learning from all our mistakes, just a full refreshment of primal Christianity, real biblical Christianity, the movement Jesus inaugurated, what he died to make possible. And we just want to get after that. We want to get after, just like it's bubbling up out of the ground, real, original Christian life in community. And we believe that can happen as we learn together and grow together and pray together around how to start communities of people, gatherings of people who are encountering Jesus and living with him in the fullness and love of his Holy Spirit. And so these are real possibilities. And I just think that we're going to together really see some ways forward into them.
I remember when we first met, you came to speak to a bunch of college pastors. A good bit about New Room, but more than New Room, you were talking a lot about revival, a lot about praying for next great awakening, and I think even maybe it was you that introduced me to the thought of travailing prayer. But I say that because I'm wondering for you, why is there an emphasis on the college campus, right? So why would you come and talk to a group of college pastors? Why would we want, with Awakening Project, to bring college students and college leaders together to hear and learn about Great Awakening?
Yeah, Tate, that's a crucial question. And it really is this, that when you go back, one of the things that has just sort of wrecked me is to go back and really look at this story. It can be kind of discouraging when you see the challenge we live in our day and the weakness of the church to face it. But when you go back through the pages of the story of the Christian movement, you see these moments when the church was rising to its fullness and really was transforming society, and people's lives were changing as a result of this. It's fascinating how you see the central role of the campus. You see it, how college students and the movements of God on campuses were so critical. And we won't go into it on this video, but this is a story we really want to, it's like this thread you can see all the way through, and there it is. And so I think one of the things we hope that people on the Awakening Project kind of can take home is that, yes, the college years are a season of preparation. They are that. They're a season of exploration. They are that. But the college years are also a season of origination. It's a season to lead. It's a season not just to look forward to it or anticipate it, but to do it. Start it right now. And the American campus is mission critical. And I mean, it is the location of the thought leading kind of edge of society. It's so much just is happening. It's like the crossroads of so much of culture and thought and ideas and where things are going. And so there's a ferment there. And college students are in a season of life where they're eager, they're zealous, they're wanting a kind of community and relationship that is pure and really kind of closer to what Christianity is all about. They're living together, they're in dorms, they're kind of experiencing life. It's like a petri dish where you can experience, actually grow the reality of Christian life in a pure way that doesn't have all the, baggage and entanglements that we can pick up on at other stages of life. So yeah, I have a lot of hope around it. A lot of hope around it.
I'm reading back through right now John Tyson's Creative Minority. I love the book because it's really short. It's an easy read. But as he describes what he thinks that creative minority looks like, there's a part of me that thinks, man, this looks a lot like a college student, like just the way they live their life, particularly when he talks about the communal living aspect of it. So I'm sitting here on a college campus now as we are recording this, and to hear you say that the college season is a season of origination. I mean, I think that's a perfect word picture that I want college students to know is like you are crucial in the next great movement of God. So guys, thank you all for taking a second to hang out with David and with myself. We look forward to meeting you all face to face.
Can't wait.
See you all soon. Just a few weeks. It's going to be great. We will see y'all then.